Hello, my friend. Welcome back to English Without Rush. Today is day 3 of our 5-day conversation and shadowing challenge. In day 1, we practiced speaking with confidence. In day 2, we learned how to think in English and answer questions more quickly. Today, we are going to practice something that happens every day: small talk. Small talk is a short and friendly conversation. You may use it with a coworker, a neighbor, a classmate, or someone you have just met. You can talk about the weather, your weekend, work, food, hobbies, or daily life. Small talk may seem simple, but many English learners find it difficult. They know how to say hello, they know how to answer a basic question, but after 1 or 2 sentences, the conversation stops. Today, you will learn how to keep it going. We will practice 4 simple steps: make a comment, ask a question, react to the answer, and share something about yourself. Listen carefully, repeat out loud, and when it is your turn, try to answer naturally. You do not need perfect English. You only need to show interest and keep communicating. Take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let's begin. A simple conversation can follow this structure: comment, question, reaction, share. Let's look at an example. You are waiting for a meeting to begin. You can make a comment: "It's a busy morning today." Then ask a question: "Do you have many meetings today?" The other person answers: "Yes, I have 3 meetings this morning." You react: "That sounds like a busy schedule." Then share something: "I only have 1 meeting, but I have a lot of work to finish." That is a natural conversation. Let's repeat the 4 steps: comment, question, reaction, share. Again: comment, question, reaction, share. Excellent. Now repeat the example. "It's a busy morning today." "Do you have many meetings today?" "That sounds like a busy schedule." "I only have 1 meeting, but I have a lot of work to finish." Very good. You do not need to create a complicated conversation. You only need to show interest and add a little information. Really? Repeat. Really? Use this when you hear something interesting or surprising. "I'm traveling to Canada next month." Really? That sounds exciting. Repeat the complete response. Really? That sounds exciting. Expression 2. That sounds nice. Repeat. That sounds nice. "I'm having dinner with my family tonight." That sounds nice. Repeat. That sounds nice. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. This week has been very busy. I know what you mean. I've been busy too. I know what you mean. I've been busy too. How about you? How about you? I usually relax at home on Sundays. How about you? I usually relax at home on Sundays. How about you? What about you? What about you? I prefer tea in the morning. What about you? I prefer tea in the morning. What about you? What was it like? What was it like? I visited New York last year. What was it like? It was exciting, but very busy. How long have you been doing that? Repeat. How long have you been doing that? I've been learning to play the guitar. How long have you been doing that? For about 6 months. Expression 8. That happens to me too. Repeat. That happens to me too. Sometimes I forget people's names. That happens to me too. Excellent. These expressions show that you are listening. They also encourage the other person to continue speaking. Now, listen to a conversation between Emma and me. We are waiting for a meeting to begin. Listen to the full conversation first. Good morning, Emma. How are you today?
Not exactly. I stayed up late finishing a book.
What book are you reading?
It's a mystery novel about a journalist investigating an old case.
That sounds interesting. Is it good?
Yes, I'm really enjoying it. I only have 2 chapters left.
You'll probably finish it tonight.
Probably. What about you? Do you enjoy reading?
I do, but I usually read nonfiction.
What kind of nonfiction?
Mostly books about psychology, communication, and personal development.
That sounds useful. Have you read anything interesting recently?
Yes, I recently finished a book about building better habits.
Did you learn anything useful from it?
Yes, the main idea was that small actions become powerful when you repeat them every day.
I like that idea. It also applies to learning English.
Exactly. A few minutes of practice every day can make a big difference.
I completely agree.
Did you notice how the conversation continued? Emma and I did not change the subject randomly. Each new question was connected to the previous answer. This is called a follow-up question. A follow-up question asks for more information. Listen to this example. I stayed up late finishing a book. Possible follow-up questions are: what book are you reading? What is it about? Is it good? How long have you been reading it? Who recommended it to you? Repeat the questions. What book are you reading? What is it about? Is it good? How long have you been reading it? Who recommended it to you? Now, another example. I went to a new restaurant yesterday. Possible follow-up questions are: where was it? What kind of food did they serve? Who did you go with? Was the food good? Would you go there again? Repeat. Where was it? What kind of food did they serve? Who did you go with? Was the food good? Would you go there again? Very good. When someone gives you information, choose one detail and ask about it. That is one of the easiest ways to keep a conversation going. Now listen to another everyday conversation. Emma and I are waiting for our drinks at a cafe.
It's really busy here today.
It is. I think everyone had the same idea.
Do you come here often?
Maybe once or twice a week. What about you?
This is actually my first time here.
Really? How did you hear about this place?
One of my coworkers recommended it.
What did you order?
I ordered an iced coffee and a cheese sandwich.
That sounds good. I usually order a cappuccino.
Do you always drink coffee in the afternoon?
Not always. I try not to drink it too late because it affects my sleep.
I know what you mean. If I drink coffee after 6, I cannot sleep.
That happens to me too.
Do you prefer coffee or tea?
Coffee in the morning and tea in the evening.
That sounds like a good balance.
What about you?
I usually prefer coffee, but I sometimes drink tea when I want to relax. Now, let's improve some short answers. Listen to the short answer first, then repeat the better answer. Example 1. Question. How was your weekend? Short answer. Good. Better answer. It was good. I relaxed at home and spent some time with my family. Repeat. It was good. I relaxed at home and spent some time with my family. Example 2. Question. Do you like coffee? Short answer. Yes. Better answer. Yes, I do. I usually drink coffee in the morning before I start working. Repeat. Yes, I do. I usually drink coffee in the morning before I start working. Example 3. Question. What do you do after work? Short answer. I go home. Better answer. I usually go home, have dinner, and watch something online. Repeat. I usually go home, have dinner, and watch something online. Example 4. Question. Do you enjoy your job? Short answer. Sometimes. Better answer. Most of the time, yes. I like my coworkers, but some days can be stressful. Repeat. Most of the time, yes. I like my coworkers, but some days can be stressful. Example 5. Question. What kind of music do you like? Short answer. Pop music. Better answer. I mostly listen to pop music, but I also enjoy rock and electronic music. Repeat. I mostly listen to pop music, but I also enjoy rock and electronic music. Very good. A better answer usually has 2 parts, a direct answer and one extra detail.
Let's finish with some useful sentences. Repeat after me. I can start a friendly conversation. I can make a comment and ask a question. I listen carefully to the other person. I ask follow-up questions. I add details to my answers. I show interest with natural reactions. I can talk about everyday topics. I do not need difficult vocabulary. I can keep a conversation going. Small talk becomes easier every time I practice. Now, repeat them one more time without stopping. I can start a friendly conversation. I can make a comment and ask a question. I listen carefully to the other person. I ask follow-up questions. I add details to my answers. I show interest with natural reactions. I can talk about everyday topics. I do not need difficult vocabulary. I can keep a conversation going. Small talk becomes easier every time I practice. Amazing job.
Day 3 is complete. Today, you practiced small talk and everyday conversations. You learned a simple formula: comment, question, reaction, share. You also practiced useful expressions such as, "Really? That sounds nice. I know what you mean. How about you? What was it like?" And "That happens to me too." Remember, good small talk is not about using advanced words. It is about listening, showing interest, asking connected questions, and sharing small details. The next time someone speaks to you in English, do not worry about creating the perfect answer. Listen to one detail, react to it, and ask a simple question. Write Day 3 complete in the comments when you finish today's practice. Tomorrow, we will continue with Day 4. In Day 4, we will practice workplace English, polite requests, and professional conversations. Keep listening, keep asking questions, and keep speaking English. See you tomorrow.